Okay guys, good morning. The next day I went and got a little doohickey for the ladder. Let me show you what I got. It's this is a it's for a door, for the screen door, and my idea is to place it here so the catch on the ladder can grab onto that. And I already placed the ladder where it should be. Need a little space on the side. This might be on the way, so I'm gonna have to relocate that. Means more holes, because this goes like this. Okay, maybe it's not in the way. I can just slide it over just a tad, right about there. So something just happened off camera. My foot slipped. I kicked the ladder, and the ladder did this. It landed right in that railing, and this railing is really strong. I don't know if I should put weight on that, but if I'm gonna put weight on this, which is very kind of flimsy, I can put weight on this and climb up. The only issue, there's a jerk on the street that he thinks he's a racer. The only issue is that the steps are not exactly straight across. They're kind of tilted. So when you put your foot, let me see. Let me try something here. I'm gonna do a little bit of climbing and see what's going on. Okay, so I'm going up, and I got the boots on. Gotta grab onto the bed. You know what? By the time you get to the top, your feet are almost at the same angle. I think that's feasible. I think I'm not gonna install the little bracket, because now sitting in that canal, that channel, it's a lot stronger. Sucker won't shake or anything. And I was having doubts about the you know, how much this little wire can take, because the weight goes down to the leg, but there's going to be some resting here. So I think I'm going to leave it like that. Now the bottom I might have to cut to give it the right angle, because the let me see, if I bring it up, and this thing is really stuck up there, that ladder should be like this to give it the perfect angle on the floor. But then look what happens. It's about 18 inches away from the bed, so I can just cut the bottom and customize it. So I can just run it like this, because the way I had it before, I had it up here, and now that I had it up there like that, on top of this little thin panel, which I'm not too crazy about. And I climbed up that way, and the steps are almost straight. That's the way they came. But then I'm having an issue. It's touching this box. It's actually leaning on the box. The step is off the ground. It's off the ground right there. So that's not gonna work either. And I don't want to have to be shifting the ladder, I mean the box, back and forth. It's supposed to make it workable. So if I bring it down here, and that kind of took me by surprise. Okay, right there is touching the box, but the foot, it is on the ground. but something just clicked on me. Why do I have to have those brackets at the end? Maybe I can slide them down and reattach them. So these bracket I can put them further down at this height and it'll cling onto that. I'm gonna try that and see what happens. Okay, another thing I'm gonna do, I came to revisit the project that I did yesterday with the shock, and here's the shock. It works well, it lifts perfect, but there's a small issue is when you bring the canvas down, it kind of bundles up here. So what I'm going to do is, I already cut a piece of wood. This is a better wood. This is it looks like mahogany, and I'm going to place it here where this is at. Bring the shock out a little bit, because if you look at the angle on this, it's pretty much straight to the bracket. So I'm going to do that on the bottom and put that piece of wood here, bringing this out, and then flipping the bracket around, have the bolt connector on the outside, giving this area a little more room for this material to come down and collect on the bottom. I've never lifted this because every time I go to the mountains, it's nippy and cold, so I don't really do summer camping. Summer I go to the boat and do some fishing and stuff. So yeah, I'm gonna be working on that. So I gotta get the kit out, and let me start right now. But on the ladder, I think that's gonna work out good. All right, so I didn't bring all my tools now. I'm just gonna disconnect this. And my little drill took a dive. It died. I kind of forced it yesterday, and it kind of locked up on me, and I charged it thinking that it was dead battery. No, it's fully charged, but I gotta go get another one. I gotta do holes for that mahogany piece. And let me see. Oh, I wanted to show this little item that I bought. And it has let me see if I got some light here. A little bit. It's got some neat features. You know, it's got the screwdriver I'm going to use now. It's got this little one here. It's got the little scissors that I've used already that work well. And it's got a blade on this side, and it's got another funny looking blade. And then I thought that was it. I'm looking at it, and then I feel this little edge here, and I kind of put my nail and pull it and check it out. It's a little what do you call this, little picker. If you want something, a sliver in your nail or something. So I'm looking at it, and I always keep it in my pocket. I took it hunting with me just in case I needed a tool for the gun or the scope or something. But I'm looking at it, I'm going, there's a lot of iron and a lot of stuff in the middle here. Why? And it's a little bit on the heavy side. So it's got a bottle opener that I've used a few times already. But then I noticed that it's got a slit, and then you do this. Let me see. I was pulling on the wrong side. And it has a little pliers. Isn't that cool? That is so cool. So I'm gonna be using this to take this pin out. Now It's called the Mini. Something or other. And when you don't need to find a screwdriver, you can have this. You can use this. All right. Okay, then. Okay, the top. I don't know how I'm gonna get that done, but I have to get it done. Again, rotate it. And of course the holes don't coincide now, so I'm gonna have to really push it up there. And to avoid cracking the wood, I'm gonna have to drill a little hole. No ifs and buts. I think I tightened it wrong. Okay, that makes it a little straighter. Then I can drill a hole. By the way, guys, I'm doing a series on, well, not a series. I got like 4 or 5 maybe treasure stories that I'm doing. Go check them out. They're interesting, I think. Okay, that's done. Then over here in the hole, all I have to do is turn it so you're facing the spot. So now we're going to drill holes for the block. Gotta have it on speed. Okay. And now that my little drill took a dump, now I gotta do this one by one. Take one out, put it in, put the drill the hole, etc. It's a little, you know, I gotta go to Home Depot and get another little. Actually, Home Depot has Black & Decker and some other brands that don't really impress me. I'm gonna go to Ace. I think they sell the scale. Okay, that's there. I should have brought my little hammer. What do I do with the blade? Oh, it's stuck over here. Oh, never mind. I'll do this by hand here. There we go. I'll put another little drill. And I'm planning on doing some winter camping. That's why I'm doing this now. I want to go to the desert where it gets cold too. So metal detecting. Yeah, this is hardwood. Definitely hardwood. Okay, I found these two screws, drywall screws. Let me try those. And again, I'm gonna have to drill a small hole because the mahogany can crack on me, and I don't want to have to do this all over again. So to help it, okay, let's see how much we're talking about here. Yeah, it's a little longer. It's about that much going in. So, all right. And then I got a bunch of little holes to cover. Now, that's all right. Whoa, this thing is twisted. Crap. Okay, hang on. I figure that noise, that squeaking and cracking that you heard coming down, I figure that it's the wood rotating on the pipe back here because it's too close. So later on, I'm gonna get a blade and cut the wood about I don't know, 1/8 of an inch, so it's not touching the pipe, and it's not doing that creaking and cracking and rotating when the pipe is rotating. And the same thing on the other side, because I noticed that there's a clamp that is touching the wood, and it's only doing it when it's closed. That this clamp, the base is kind of sitting, so I'm gonna have to cut about 1/4, maybe a little bit more, so it's not really sitting on there, and it could allow it to bring it down. But this is pretty much all the way down. Let's go outside and verify it. Now remember that I didn't turn on the fan, so the material is sticking out, see? So, but it went down. The clamp can reach the yeah, easily it can reach there and lock it, and it's all the way like that to the end. And back up again, and then I have to do that final trimming because that noise wasn't normal. It didn't do it before. So let's see. Now we're gonna test how easy it is to crank it up. Oh yeah, one-handed. I used to do two hands. Now you want to make sure when you're doing this that you have this piece in there, so once in a while push it in. You don't want these teeth to get grounded around it. You can buy another one of these. This is my second one. The original got pretty much worn out, and you can find it on I think it was eBay. And then remove it, and I like to put it here. It's a place that I know will be there. So now checking on the on this piece, I can see that two things. That screw is not all the way in. I'm gonna have to relocate it, maybe bring it in here a little further in, because it's gonna be touching the pipe. And I noticed that this thing is sleeping on me. I noticed that the wood is flat here from resting. So I'm gonna have to cut a good portion of that. All right, that project is done. On to the next. All right, I'm not gonna video everything, so but now that I'm on it, I'm gonna continue. And then I have to do some small repairs here. The panel, this has got a real thin panel. It's got a crack, and I'm gonna see if I can put some silicone, or maybe if I can find some white tape and just put a chunk of tape here, because this thing is moving, getting bigger and bigger. Also this separation going on here, I gotta push that up and put some silicone and put a 2x4 pushing it up and let that dry. I don't know if it got wet. So yeah, there's more to do. All right guys, I'll see you on the next one.